Hey guys, Mr. 3D here, and in today's video, I'd like to talk to you about the new and latest news brought to us by Respawn for the FNN Network News. Now, today's news is something really special, and I know a lot of you guys actually enjoy this, and something that you've been fully waiting for since Titanfall 1, and they have just announced Operation Frontier Shield, or better off, Frontier Defense. And this is going to be released next week, Tuesday, like always with all new updates, and this is going to be coming along with a bunch of new stuff, and I'm gonna break it down to you with what current content they're gonna be bringing to us. So to start off, Frontier Defense is being brought back for us. 4-player co-op where you got to defend your harvester against 5 increasingly hard waves. You get to modify them to be as hard as possible. You've got different type of modifiers from easy, regular, hard, and master difficulty. So if you're someone that enjoys a bit of a challenge every once in a while, this is definitely gonna be for you. And they've also said that there's going to be a new modifier called Insane Difficulty. Now, I don't know how difficult this is going to be because Master Difficulty in campaign is quite something. But as long as you understand where enemies' patrol routes are and understand how to react as quickly as possible, this shouldn't really be much of a problem. This one here is something that could be extremely hard. And looking at the trailer, it looks like it's going to be completely havoc and chaotic. Something that I do enjoy every once in a while. It's also announced that the Titans now going to have a new progression built into them, but only for this game mode, called the Aegis ranks. It says here, earn Aegis ranks by completing matches of Frontier Defense. Aegis ranks can unlock powerful upgrades for your Titans, helping you succeed at high difficulty levels. For now, these ranks will only apply for Frontier Defense. Now, I don't know what type of perks he's going to be. Maybe it's going to be certain little modifiers for our own Titans to make them even more powerful. For example, it could preferably make Scorch fire multiple rounds from his main primary weapon instead of a singular. Or maybe it could increase the wave or overall, core ability of, Tone. So when Tone fires her salvo core, instead of it being a small batch of rockets, it could be a wide range of rockets. Or that automatically lock onto targets and do an extra bunch of damage. That sounds a bit too much, but this is Frontier Defense, so you know anything can go. We just have to wait and see what currently shows. It was announced that there's only be 5 maps announced for Frontier Defense, although they did state that they are currently testing some additional maps as well in the near future. So although this could be a bit boring, I guess probably see like maybe every once a month they could preferably add a new Frontier Defense map for us to play and enjoy. And honestly, I'm completely fine with this because as long as I've got the multiplayer and I've got something on the side to play when I'm kind of bored of playing multiplayer, I'm all good. Nextly, they've also announced a fan favourite map that a lot of people have long awaited to make a return, and that is Rise from Titanfall 1. Now, this map is something that I've never played before, but like usual, I stay up to date with as much information from Titanfall 1, and this map, I'll say this map is quite unique in design wise because of the fact that the way it's designed, you can pretty much stay off the ground throughout the whole entire match. You don't have to stay on the ground whatsoever. And from most of the gameplay I've seen, if you do stay on the ground for too long, you're at risk of getting killed there and then. So it gives you different opportunities at best. Although Titans are going to be dominating the ground, pilots are going to be able to dominate above ground at all times by climbing buildings, setting up ambushes, you name it, and with a number of zip lines all across the map. This is a map that's going to be favourable for those that enjoy staying above ground at all possible times. We also have a new live fire map called Township. Now, this does look quite nice, I must admit. It doesn't look too campy. It does have quite a nice visual to it. It does have some nice line of sight for most, I'll say for most players. So if you're going to go stationary, so using your AWOL or going to go sniper or such, they have some nice pathways I can see that you can probably maximize for effective range. And I can genuinely say that because of the size of it, I can say that every player from each side will be able to get around and navigate as quickly as possible. And you have some building as well, so that makes it a bit easier for you to get in and out of danger quite quickly. However, I hope to God this map doesn't play out like Meadow, because the one problem with Meadow was the fact that it had little to no cover, and the fact that most enemies would just find a little area and camp there. This one here looks like it doesn't have that problem. It looks a bit more like Stacks, but we'll have to wait and see currently, because honestly the map looks great, but that's just my opinion from just looking at it. They've also announced something completely new and something I'll say really unique, and this is something that I never really suspected to see come true, but I know a lot of people talk about this, and it is called Elite War Paints for both weapons and titans. Now, I know people have mentioned that they wanted kind of like elite skins for pilots, but I don't think they delivered in this case. Maybe in the near future they will deliver this, but at the current moment we're going to get a thing called Elite War Paints, and they're going to apply for both our weapons and titan. And let me just tell you, some of the war paints for some of the weapons look absolutely astonishing. I mean, they look amazing, kind of fabulous in a way. Now I can probably pimp out my pilot a bit more further, although it's sad because I kind of want to pimp him out a bit more through clothing wise and helmets. I'll make do what I kind of got, but take a look at some of these images and some of these weapons. For example, look at the G2A5 Masterwork, that looks absolutely amazing. Or look at the Alternator Frontier Patriot. Now for all those Americans out there, this is definitely gonna be for you. Or better off, look at the car Crimson Fury. My god, that looks absolutely stunning. I must admit, I'll probably be getting this straight away. And the best thing about this is that apparently by you purchasing one of these, I say packs, and purchasing one of the weapons, you get a double XP. Now I don't know whether this double XP is every time you equip the weapon and you always get it, or whether it's only for a limited time, but this is something quite nice as well, because the grind for G50 up to G100 is quite high, and I know a lot of players want to get those nice fancy banner cards and be, you know, kind of look like a wrecking force on the frontier. But by allowing us some ways of getting double XP to improve our ways and to upgrade as quickly as possible, I can see this really working out if they play their cards right. And I hope to God that this isn't the only few types of war paints we're going to get. I hope in the near future we'll be getting some more, because honestly these look absolutely amazing. Although a few of them are a bit hesitant, and I'll probably say, for example, the EVA 8 auto shotgun looks alright, but I wish it could be improved on a bit more visually. But honestly, everything here, I'm looking quite pleased in the near future. We also have a limited edition Titan War Paint for Frontier Defense that's soon to be coming, and apparently this here will be a limited edition, so that means that when it's gone, it's completely gone. And it also says that by you getting the skin, your team gets an XP boost. So I'm trying to think to myself that if you and all your buddies get the same skin and go onto the team with it, you're going to be getting a lot of XP. I could probably see myself grinding out this game mode just to upgrade my rank. But like I said, it is limited edition. So once it's gone, it's officially gone, and you cannot get it whatsoever. I really do suggest you get it, because if you're someone who's going to be playing this type of game mode for quite a while, this is definitely for you. And also, you get a shoulder piece that upgrades every time you complete each difficulty in Frontier Defense. So if you're someone that likes to show off a lot and boast to other people about how well you are in Frontier Defense, this is definitely for you. We also have a free trial coming, so all the people who are still debating about actually getting the game, on July 28th through the 30th, they'll be hosting another free trial for all platforms. So I do really recommend you new players to actually go ahead and actually try this out, because this will really kind of push you onto actually purchasing the game, and I must admit the game is definitely worth it. There is a high skill ceiling, I must admit, but once you get into the game, it's definitely fun. And trust me, if you do struggle with the game, there is literally groups out there that are designed for carrying players and teach them how to do things properly. And if not, you can always just, you know, hit me up. I'm always willing to help you out and teach you through things, and to make sure that you kind of get better on the frontier, because I kind of want to see new players onto Battlefield for me to kind of, you know, rank up and also teach as well. And lastly, this is a small bit of news about Titanfall Assault, the small mobile game that was meant to be, you know, released quite a while ago. However, through some implications, it never got released. Now, it did get released through some other countries, but as kind of like a beta test, so some players just went ahead, tested it to see how things are running and such. Apparently, they said they're going to be talking more about the game in the near future. They're going to be showing off some more, and hopefully this should pretty much narrow it down to when it could be released. I have a high feeling that this game will most likely be released around the end of the year at best, either end of the year or around January at time. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then leave a like, a comment and subscribe for more. If you didn't, then by all means leave a dislike. I understand and I know what to do in the nearby future. Once again guys, thanks for watching. I do hope you guys are hyped as much as I am, because I cannot wait till Frontier Defense, and I cannot wait to show you how absolutely amazing I am at Frontier Defense. Just being sarcastic. And honestly, I would love to play with you guys as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.